What's up everyone, it's Hey John. I jabber opportunities nonstop, and in today's video I will be giving you an in-depth analysis of what B is for Bitcoin is. I will be covering the whole thing. Of course, I will be summarizing and paraphrasing and giving my thoughts and opinions. So make sure you watch this whole video to catch all of this knowledge, and of course make sure you guys give a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of what you think B is for Bitcoin. Kathy Atwood is a proponent of disruptive innovation, and she mentions rule-based economics. Simply put, and I'm grossly oversimplifying this, the Taylor Rule is how the FOMC, Federal Open Market Committee, sets policy and how they change interest rates to adjust changes in inflation and unemployment or the GDP. Any rule that deviates from this would require Congress testimony. This is supposed to be a balancing act, so the Fed does not deviate far from the rule. Moving on further into the B is for Bitcoin video here, you can see later on Elon Musk mentions ACH, which is a check transfer protocol, and it is not secured. Transactions are not in real time. However, though, Elon Musk does mention PayPal is a real-time reconciliation system. Elon sees a monetary system from a information systems perspective. Elon Musk mentions batch systems, which is a known mainframe type of system. What that means is that these are processed every so often, say daily or every 12 hours. So it's not necessarily live transactions. Bitcoin, however, is live, but the caveats is that it's slow and expensive. Elon Musk says he's a supporter of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. End quote. Proof of work uses too much energy and is not good for the environment, says Elon Musk. He only owns Tesla and SpaceX stock. He is not an investor. This is huge because now we know for a fact that he isn't some shill. He owns Bitcoin and Tesla owns Bitcoin, and he personally owns Ethereum and Dogecoin, of course. And the key word is when Elon Musk says, I own Dogecoin, of course. Then it moves on to Jack. Jack likes Bitcoin, and he is in shock and awe that ACH and credit card is still here. It shouldn't be here. It's old and antiquated, and it's not relevant in today's world. Jack sees this as the early days of the internet, where it's all community driven and grown that way. I couldn't agree more with Jack, because this is the allure of cryptocurrencies. It's being hive-minded in terms of how it is being developed. It's not one individual dictating it, so there is the best solution. Jack Dorsey wants a currency that can be used by the whole world, where it is standardized, where no country or individual controls it. Speaking of B is for Bitcoin, well, my link down below for BlockFi /HeyJohn, you can get up to $250 in Bitcoins if you use my link down below. And if you want 2 free stonks courtesy of WEBULL, all you gotta do is use my link down below and deposit $100, and you will get 2 free stocks valued up to about $1,800. Instead, a bunch of developers are always debating what is the best way forward. This is a beautiful thing to see and watch unfold right before our eyes. And as I've been saying, we're early. Jack Dorsey constantly says we're early, and how long has been fiat around? Well, look that up and put a comment down below and let me know. Kathy Atwood explains rules-based monetary system. She says it's a huge idea, and the role Bitcoin plays in that is it's playing the rule of limited amount, meaning store of value. There's also means of exchange and unit of account. Store of value, check, that's Bitcoin here, right? Means of exchange, well, that means apps built on top of the blockchain. Currently, the US monetary base is $8 trillion. It was $4 trillion when Kathy Wood first spoke about this. And I'm guessing when she said $4 trillion in the previous financial crisis, I'm guessing that was around 2008. Kathy Atwood mentions purchasing power and how it increases around the world. This is a hedge against the confiscation of wealth. It can happen several ways: inflation and hyperinflation. Well, let's give a few examples to you guys here, right? Think of it this way. You have your dollars and Bitcoins instead of dollars. Every year inflation goes up around, I don't know, 3% or so. When it happens, your dollar loses purchasing power. If you have it in Bitcoin, in theory, it should fluctuate with the market, and since it is an asset and it can net you better gains than 3%. But on the flip side, it can also lose more as well. But I suspect the more widespread Bitcoin becomes, the harder it will be to manipulate. We're still in the early stages of Bitcoin, and it's very volatile because of that reason. It's still in the early stages. However, though, as time goes by and it matures, well, it will become more stable. The US dollar destroys purchasing power. Deflation is an easy example to give you guys some perspective here. In real estate in 2008, where the real estate prices got cut in half or more, well, Bitcoin is a hedge against that, meaning it shouldn't lose as much value. And if you look at Bitcoin from the beginning of inception till now, well, it's been in an upward trend and an upward tear. Yes, it has lost value from the tops to peaks and it drops down. But overall, though, since the beginning of time of Bitcoin, it's only been going up. Jack Dorsey mentions the internet currency of the world. He mentions how he sends money to Nigeria or Ghana, and there goes 30% off the top because of going through middlemen. Bitcoin removes that issue instantly, and it is verifiable. So this means that when you use Bitcoin to transfer from, say, United States to Ghana or Nigeria, well, there is no 30% middleman transaction fee because it goes directly on the blockchain and it goes everywhere. It uses the internet. Of course, Elon Musk also mentions throughput on a peer-to-peer level is not strong enough currently. A layer 2 system such as Lightning in small countries, Bitcoin is not able to scale to be the base layer for the world. With a second layer, it is possible, depending on how it is implemented, per Elon Musk. Then Elon segues into Dogecoin. He stutters and laughs about it, and I love that, because I stutter too when I get excited. So I understand how Elon feels. The moment he says Dogecoin, it's fun and exciting, and you see Elon Musk just light up, right? Elon does say he owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin, but Bitcoin is his #1 holding. Elon says, I may pump, but I don't dump, and laughs. You see Kathy laughing too, and Jack is just stone cold. That's so funny. Elon would like to see Bitcoin succeed, higher transaction rates, and cheaper transaction fees. Low latency on a network can equate to a lot of transactions with a bigger and faster network. Dogecoin is irreverent, has great memes, and loves dogs, and it doesn't take itself too seriously. The simplest answer is the most likely. The most ironic is the most likely one. The most entertaining is the most likely one. I like how Elon just laughs talking about irony and most entertaining. The only person that cracked a little smile is Kathy. And Jack, well, he just looks like a stone cold killer. Doesn't crack a smile, has no reaction whatsoever. It's kind of funny actually. Elon says he owns mostly Bitcoin and he talks about energy usage. He does go on to note that if it was for purely financial gain, him investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, he would not be bringing up the energy usage because it affects his financials personally. I just have to say this one thing here to Elon Musk. Hashtag, we love you, Elon. Thank you for doing the world a favor. Elon Musk mentions if Bitcoin is at 50% renewable or higher, and trends in that direction, he will most likely accept Bitcoin again with Tesla. Elon also talks about private keys and how it is of paramount importance that you own your own keys, because if an exchange goes down or gets hacked, well, there goes your crypto. Turkey is a recent example of them just shutting down and taking all the crypto wisdom. Hardware wallets that has your private keys is a great idea. Jack Dorsey says Twitter should accept crypto for advertising. And then Elon Musk calls him out and says, you gonna do that, Jack? And then Jack says, yes. That is huge in my opinion. This explains the hardware wallet coming from Square in the near-term future. And of course, it will be open source. This is a stepping stone in the right direction. Most likely, the Twitter folks that make money will get a Square hardware wallet to receive their crypto payments. Just an idea. But these things do connect on some level. Elon says, if you don't like corporations, you should really hate government, since they are the biggest corporation with a monopoly on violence. Wow. That is profound. And you know what? I have to agree with that completely. I mean, wow. Kathy Atwood does mention the intangible asset known as Bitcoin is currently on the balance sheet of Square and Tesla. What this means is that if Bitcoin goes up, this means that on Square and Tesla, they cannot adjust their balance sheet with Bitcoin appreciating. However, though, if Bitcoin goes down, they have to mark it going down, therefore decreasing their balance sheet and making it looking weaker than it really is. Cathie Wood says, this needs to be corrected and addressed because there's an imbalance of the way it is being reported here. Cathie Atwood also mentions emerging markets are losing purchasing power and they are moving towards Bitcoin. Deflationary innovation can be a great thing because of innovation and therefore decreasing prices of products and services. But then there is a huge demand due to the low cost, and that is known as disruptive innovation. Well, folks, I hope this video helped you out in terms of helping to understand what was going on in the B is for Bitcoin meeting with our favorite 4 people here. So, it's Hey John. I will catch you all on the next one.